of the important purification method and based on the separation of substances, and that purification method is the method of crystallization. So crystallization refers to the formation of crystals, and crystals are always pure substances. So it is a process for purification as well as for separation of the impurities. Most of the time crystallization is done after we are doing the evaporation. So first evaporation is done, and when the evaporation is done, there are certain impurities found in that substance. To remove those impurities, we do the process of crystallization. So let us take an example. If I am doing the evaporation, I am making salt from sea water, and that salt will contain impurities. It will also contain some dirt and the dust particles. All such types of materials must be removed before we consume that salt. So that purification is done by the process of crystallization. So it is generally done by taking a china dish on which we place a substance which is to be crystallized or which is to be made pure. So the crystals which are to be made are placed on this china dish. This is referred to as the china dish. And this dish is placed on a beaker which contains water. It is actually known as the water bath, and on this water or the container we actually heat this container. So our basic aim to do this setup is to indirectly heat the substance. By heating directly or removing the water bath actually will burn that substance. So to avoid burning, we actually place the water bath in between the substance and the burner. So we are actually indirectly heating that china dish or heating that substance. You can place a solution over here. Now when we start to heat that substance, a point will come when the substance will become saturated. You have to heat till that point where the solution will become saturated. After that you have to switch off the burner and let it cool. And let the substance cool at room temperature. Now there is a test to check whether the solution has become saturated or not. So to check whether the point has been reached or not, you have to take a glass rod. It is actually a cylindrical rod which is made up of glass, and you have to place this glass rod into this solution. Till now the burner is burning, and this water bath is, and there are bubbles in this water bath, and the dish is also hot. So you have to now place this glass rod into the solution and stir the solution. You can now take the glass rod out, and you will now cool this glass rod in room temperature. If you notice small crystals on the inner side or on the bottom side of this glass rod, that means the point of saturation has been arrived. So you now have to switch off the burner and then cool this china dish at room temperature. Now when you cool this china dish at room temperature, you will obtain some specific shape of crystals. They can either be cubical, or they can be either cuboidal in shape. They can be of any shape. Now you have to remove these crystals, and these crystals are pure. You can now have these crystals if they are sugar or if they are salt. So both sugar and salt are prepared by the method of evaporation, and then we can do the crystallization. So we have two applications of this method. The first application is to obtain the salt from the sea water and then purify that salt. Also purification is done for alum. In Hindi, alum is known as fitkari. That is also in the crystallized form available in the market, and it is also done with the help of crystallization. Also crystallization are done for copper sulfate. Copper sulfate is blue in color. So crystals of this substance are also made with the help of crystallization. So we can say that whenever we want to make a pure substance, or when we want to have pure crystals, we do this with the method of crystallization. But most of the time it is done after we have done the process of evaporation. So I request you all to please go through the video on evaporation offered by Abhyas Online.